What's going on, Humblers? It's HumbleZeus here, bringing you some more Destiny gameplay, bringing you a free-for-all kind of game. It's called Rumble, but I just say free-for-all because basically what it is, it's just free-for-all. I don't start off the best, like literally like here I just died, but afterwards I kick it into high gear and I go off, and I get second place, barely, like just barely, like one kill off I got second, but you know, it's still a relatively good gameplay. I think you guys will like it, but anyway, without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about, well, two things. For one, shitty weapon rewards, and for two, do the supers wreck the balance of multiplayer? I'm going to start with the supers first because the other topic doesn't take that long to talk about. So, regarding the supers, a lot of people feel like the supers in the game, you know, the golden gun, the purple orb of death, and the titan smash, and then the subclasses, you know, they kind of ruin the balance of Destiny's multiplayer, which actually is fairly balanced. There are some things I feel like are broken, like the fusion rifle right here. This thing is probably the best weapon to use. Most people do not run around using their primary weapons. They usually use their fusion rifles, their shotguns, their sniper rifles over their primary weapons simply because those weapons are a lot stronger and quicker to kill with due to Destiny's high time to kill. But, you know, going back to the supers here, I can understand it. I actually do, in some ways, feel, yes, having the supers in the multiplayer experience does ruin the balance of the game. And now you might be like, oh my god, another complainer. I say kind of. I don't entirely agree with it. I think it does add a little bit and kind of, you know, makes you think, when can I use this tactically to get like a nice triple kill? Or, you know, it can help you clear out a lot of enemies very quickly, which I think is fun and fair. It's like having a miniature grenade, because the grenades here, some of them are awesome, some of them are shit. I think, honestly, the Warlock probably gets the best grenades so far that I've seen, because most of his grenades, I'm like, why don't I have these? I want these. These are cool. Fuck him. He don't got a badass cloak. What the fuck? I want that. So, I mean, outside of that, but I do think that, you know, having these does take away a bit of the skill, like, you know, skill gap between players. If you're a really good player, then, you know, your gun skill and timing and melees and all that will get you through the game relatively unmolested. Whereas, you know, if you run into a dude using the golden gun or blade dancer or some titan about to set off his titan Hulk smash, or, you know, a warlock about to throw his ball of doom, then, you know, you're kind of fucked as it is. There is no really escaping these things. I think probably the easiest ones to escape are the, I would say, the hunters so far. From what I've seen, the golden gun, obviously you get 3 shots, you miss, you're kind of fucked, and it's very precise. And the blade dancer, you can run away or kill a blade dancer before they reach you. So again, it has that kind of bounce where Titan, you know, you can't kill a Titan in mid-Hulk smash. It doesn't happen. I tried. I was blade dancing, running around, slicing my enemies. I see a Titan, and I go to kill him. And then all of a sudden I see he's about to start doing his thing, and I'm like, nope, run up, stab. No damage done, literally whatsoever. He lived and killed me and 2 other teammates. I was pissed off, and I left the match because I was just like, fuck that. What the fuck was that? I'm like, I was pissed off. I was mad. But I got over it, and I'm like, you know what, fine. But I can see how you're saying that, yeah, the supers do take away a bit of the skill gap, because, I mean, you know, they're free kills, basically. You're most likely going to get a kill, like a triple kill at least, using your super. Probably. I mean, I didn't get one, but, you know, I'm just saying you can get one. I've seen many Titans, Warlocks, and, you know, Hunters do this all successfully, and I feel like it does take away a bit of the skill. Is it broken completely? No. Could it use some touching up? Yeah, I would feel. I think maybe there should be a no super playlist added, you know, make it more fair where competitive players can, you know, feel more at home because they're not relying on, you know, a cheap trick. Or, not really cheap, it's in the game, but, you know, that people might call it a cheap trick to get kills, and here I am almost afraid that I'm gonna die because I'm like, I can't jump anymore. Get a nice 2-piece here, though. But, yeah, that's kind of my feelings on that. I personally feel like, you know, they don't break it too horribly, but they're definitely not worked in as well as they can be. Now, moving on to the second topic of today's commentary, we're going to talk about shitty reward systems in Crucible. Now, there are multiple systems you can go to get armor. You can go do the Vanguard missions, you can go, I believe some bounties actually offer rewards, like in terms of like loot and stuff. And you can also go do the strike missions, which also are relatively good ways of, you know, earning rewards. Fine. Now, the Crucible is kind of where I think people are going to spend most of their time in a multiplayer-esque setting, simply because it is the PvP arena, and where competitive players can go and show off how good they are at a game they've been playing all day since it came out. Now, I think it's fine. I love the Crucible, actually. I think it's a lot of fun to play. I do enjoy the PvP. It feels nice. It feels relatively balanced, again, outside of those minor complaints. Overall, a relatively fun experience. What I do not like about the Crucible, what I absolutely detest about the Crucible, is the way it rewards its players. Now, at the end of this game, I did pretty well. I got 2nd place. I think I had like 22 kills and 12 deaths, so not that bad for a Crucible match. And for a shitty, you know, I didn't play Halo that much, and I'm not the best at it. And I'm using a PlayStation controller. I'm not really used to that either. I've been playing Xbox a lot recently. And I was like, cool, you know, I think I'm going to get a nice reward for doing really well. You know, I think this game will reward me fairly for my performance in the match. And I saw it. The first dude got, I believe he got a hand cannon, a rare hand cannon, or I don't remember what he got, but he got something nice, I think. And, you know, a couple other people, I think 3 people actually got rewards this game. I wasn't one of them. I think the dude underneath me, or underneath him, wasn't one of them. But what got me was the dude in last place. The dude who did the worst in the match today, or at least in this match, got a reward, and the top higher players did not. And I felt that was so broken, because I actually realized that, you know, that kind of put in perspective, having hit level 21, that this game, the Crucible doesn't really reward you fairly. It kind of just says, you know, I think you deserve a reward, or I think you, it's like Oprah. Except at the end, she doesn't say everybody gets a, it's just you guys get a, you get one, you get one, you get one, fuck all y'all, you get one, not you, asshole. And it's just kind of like that, and I really don't like that. So, I think that, you know, the Crucible's fun, I think it's balanced, I think it's a lot of fun to play. I encourage people to go play it more, but, you know, if you're looking for a fair way to get loot, I do not think you want to go to the Crucible. I would say go to the Strikes or the Vanguard missions, because they are a lot better. Look at that shit. Look at that. 3 people got something, and I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe.